Hey there ladies and gents, Pops here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2025, where today we find ourselves at the start of a brand new adventure on Rancho Fundo. So this is my first time on a South American map, or indeed any Southern Hemisphere map. So as you can see, we are starting in February, which is of course the middle of summer in the Southern Hemisphere. We are here at this lovely rest place. We've just arrived. We have nothing to our name. Main road outside. At some point, that was an interesting little drop off the curb. At some point we will have a good look around this map, but as it stands at the moment, we own no land, we own no equipment, we have no money. All we have are the clothes that we're standing in and a means of transport, and from this we are going to try and build a farming empire. I don't really want to sell it. I think the bike's worth about £3 grand, but we'll see. Let me take you through how we are set up. I am just going to actually set the game to run, so we are going to go at 3 times speed. Let's have a look at the other settings. So in addition to the 3 times speed, we've got traffic on, normal economy, seasonal growth is on. We're going to do 2-day months to start off with. Crop destruction is on, ploughing and fieldstone is off, lime and weeds on, and disaster is enabled. Automatic engine start is of course off, and we're going to stop the AI workers spending our money. So that's the main settings. Let's have a look at the map. So basically, as you can see, as I said before, we own nothing. Everything on this map takes place down here, and the actual sort of productions and buy and sell and everything else across the top on the main road. We're currently standing here, and the main road we were looking down on is there. We're at this place here, the rural restaurant. There is a bit of a town here which has some of our production and sell points, animal dealer, the main shop is here, and here we have a limestone quarry. Other than that, everything is just farmland. There are 3 pre-built farms on here, situated here, here and here-ish, and that's going to be one of our missions within this series. So let me just show you what it is we're going to try and achieve. So here we go, here's the cunning plan. So as I've already said, start from scratch. We are starting with nothing other than our clothes on our back and our little motorbike. Our mission objectives, we are going to be looking to own those 3 farms. So one we're going to have as a grass farm, one arable farm again with 3 fields, and then an animal farm with cows, chickens and sheep is the plan. 3 glass houses. Now that could be 3 glass houses at one of the farms, 1 each at the farms, or 3 glass houses in somewhere completely different. And then 3 businesses, At the moment, all this might be a little bit flexible. I'm thinking clothing, bread, and to own the rural restaurant where we have just started. End game is achieving all of that and having £1 million, euros, dollars, insert your own currency here, in the bank. So jumping straight in, our starting priority is we need to make some money. The only way we've really got of making money is doing contracts, so that is the route we're going to go down. Let's have a quick look at what's available. Forget the Deadwood one. We can't do the fertilizing one because we haven't got any cash at all, so we can't buy the fertilizer. Loads of wood transport contracts, which I'm really not interested in. I have to say right from the start, I don't think this run through is going to have any sort of forestry. That'll be trees to you and me. Forestry element, or forestry as we're now going to call it, to it. We're going to avoid the trees. We're going to stick to our plan involving the animals, the grass and the arable. So I think to start off with, we clearly have to borrow the items because we ain't got no items. We clearly can't use any AI worker because we haven't got any money to pay them, but that will give us a nice little starting amount. So let's borrow that. We could take this harvesting contract straight away, but what I'm actually tempted to do is just take the, where is that? It's down here. I'll just yeah, let's just take the mowing one, do the mowing one, and then we'll see where we stand after that. So back to our little Modi bike. The borrowed items will be at the shop in the town, so I will mosey on down there and I will see you at the shop. Okay, so here we are. Let's just park the bike up. Ooh, the curb was a bit bigger than I was expecting. I'm sure the locals are all very trustworthy, so we're going to leave the bike here. Let's turn it off. Right, let's get this little lot attached and running, and then we'll figure out where 17 is. It's a chunky old tractor. Okay. It's attached. Let's put it into a bit more of a transportable mode. Right, where are we going? .17 is down here. So I think what we need to do is, yeah, so we're going to come out down the main road, past the restaurant where we started, come out. There is just past the restaurant there is a right hand turning that runs down, the road runs down the side of that field. Down that field we're going to turn up there, around there, and there's our target field. So let's crack on. First challenge might be getting up this hill. Oh no, we've got plenty of power. Come on, old girl. Keep going, keep going. Right. Get up here and I'll see you when we're just about at the field. Got some seriously high curbs around here. We're going to have to watch that with certain types of equipment and trailers. Got some seriously dodgy roads. Down here along the little river, stream, whatever it is. Hang a left at the end. As you can see, there's not very much about this terrain which is flat. This up here in front of us, you can see it, is one of the 3 farms that we will be hoping to own. If I've got my map reading skills right, our field is this one here, which looks a lot bigger now I've got here than it did on the map. Okay, let's crack on. This is the only way we're going to get some money in the bank. Reached the 95% point. 96. Nearly there. We can nearly get our first little bit of money in the bank. First step on the way to building our planned empire. It's 97, 98. This has been very quick. 99. Contract is finished. Let's do the decent thing and just clear this bit out, and then we'll look to collect our money. Cheat a little bit just for this last bit. Okay. Put this little up, and we will get this taken back to the yard. Let's go back to our contract. There to be collected actually just before we do. Deadwood, fertilising, harvesting, hoeing, mowing. Serious amount of money. Right, we could use the mower we've already got. 62,000. Wow. I mean, it's a massive field, but that's worth getting in the bank, isn't it? I think actually we're going to return this and use the big boy, because this is such a big field. That's going to need a decent sized bit of equipment, so we are going to borrow items there. Okay, completed. Collect. We have money in the bank. Okay, so we've returned the little mower. We've brought this bad boy up. This is the field we have to deal with. It's decent size, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So let's get this unfolded. Get a headland or two in. What time is it now? 10:18. If I knew how to work the machine properly, it would be much easier. Right, down. Right, down. Right. There we go. Okay, try and drive in a straight line. Again, don't particularly want to use AI worker, it's just burning through our money and we've got nothing else to do at the moment, so let's sit and do this. this headland done. I think I'm going to do 3 or 4 headlands and then we can scoot up and down what will be essentially a rectangular field once the headlands have taken a bit of the edges off. Okay, wish me luck. I'm back with you in a lot shorter period of time than it will take me to actually do the field. So we've got to 50% of the contract done. As you can see, in-game time is now 11:46. So roughly an hour and a half. So hopefully we'll have this done by somewhere between 1 and 1:30. And then again, get some substantial money in the bank. So our very start day seems to have been hugely successful, especially once we get the money in the bank from this contract, which is a ridiculously large amount for the work that needs doing. What we're going to do is call it a day there for this episode. I will get this field finished, and at the start of the next episode we will decide what we're going to do next, what we're going to do with the money we've got in the bank. Do we for the moment just rack it up until we can buy some of the larger sites, get some greenhouses down, which will give us some passive income? Or do we start buying our own equipment? I'm guessing really we ought to get somewhere to put it all before we start buying stuff, but that'll be a decision for another day. For now, I'm going to say thank you very much for sticking with me. Be good, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon.